Hello, this is Jim Smith at GannAnalysis.net. You can email me at jamessmith@GannAnalysis.net with your questions. Don't forget to register to the website to get a couple of free reports. And if you really want to go learn Gann, I recommend that you just dive in and hit the shop button, try it out for a month or 3 months, see how you like it, and go from there. And if you like these videos, give us a like, we'll keep them coming. So today we're looking at a relative comparison of the S&P versus WTI. The blue line is WTI, the red line is the S&P. So notice how in June of 2022 oil was topping roughly about the same time that the S&P and the stock market was bottoming, and as the S&P rose, oil was declining. So you can see it's a reverse correlation. So that begs the question, if you see the S&P making a high or getting ever higher here now, at the same time that oil might be bottoming, what happens if they reverse course? Now, this is not a forecast. I'm not telling you this is going to happen right away. I'm saying that this is what the relative performance or relative comparison of these charts looks like. S&P is going higher, oil is going lower. And to really analyze this, you need to look at the Gann charts and see where support is, where the cycles are, when it's likely to turn higher for oil, and when the S&P is likely to turn down. But as a general rule, there seems to be an inverse correlation between these two. If stocks are trading higher, don't be surprised if they turn down if oil turns up, and vice versa. So, if we look at this and we say, hey, where are we in this roadmap? Where are we going to go? I think it makes sense to keep an eye out and look at oil and keep an eye out to see if it starts to move up in the new year. And similarly, keep an eye out and see if the S&P starts to move lower. But that said, from a Gann perspective, we always look at the cycles and we look at support and resistance levels, divisions of the range, retracements, square of 9 levels, to see where we are. And I have some great charts to show you that I think will amaze you on WTI and the S&P. So if you're interested, again, all you have to do is go to the website, hit the shop button, and then choose the period that you want, either 1 month or 3 months. Try it out. I don't think you'll regret it. I think you'll probably see value in the service. But, if you want those Gann charts, that's what you're going to have to do, because I'm not going to cover that here, but I'm just warning you that, hey, stocks are going higher, oil's going lower. How much longer is that going to continue? That's what you want to know.